What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jones in 4K, bringing you guys another Forza Horizon 5 drift build and tune video. Now in today's video, we got the 1997 BMW M3 E36. We're going to get into the build of this car, followed by the tune. Then we're going to take it out to the mountain to see if we can 3-star the zone and also drop 1,000,000 points. Alright guys, without wasting any time, diving right into the build of this car. So for this motor, I've literally tried every single motor in this car. Now the 2JZ obviously would make the most power out of all these motors, but I wanted to try something different. Like the RB was okay, but I landed on this 4-liter V8. I don't know what car it came out of, but it's not that bad. It has a very smooth like RPM transition with the throttle or whatnot. But so we went with this motor, this motor. Alright guys, without wasting any time, diving into the build. So for the motor swap, I've tried every single last one of the motors, and I just wanted to do something different. Like I've done the 3-liter, the 2JZ, I've done the stock motor in one of these cars before. I haven't really done a lot of the RBs. The RB honestly is very underwhelming. So I landed with the 4-liter V8 and it actually turned out really well. We left the car rear wheel drive. We put the twin turbos in it. And then for the body kit, I tried both of them. I mean, you can take your pick. I like the way they both look, but I went with the Rocket Bunny wide body kit. For the clutch, I have the race clutch. We have the Drift 4-speed transmission. We have the race driveline, and we also have the Drift differential. Under platform and handling, we have the race brakes. We have the springs and dampers. We have the Drift springs and dampers, sorry. We have the race front roll bar, and we have the race rear anti-roll bar. We have a race roll cage, and then we also have a race weight reduction. For the aero and appearance, for the bumper, we just went with the Rocket Bunny bumper to go with the Rocket Bunny kit. For the tire compound, we're using the Horizon Semi Slicks. You guys know you can use the regular Semi Slicks or the Horizon Semi Slicks. For the front tire width, we have a 265/35 out front, and then on the rear, we also have a 265/30 out back. For the rim size, we upgraded it from 17s to 18s in the rear, and then we did the same thing in the front from 17s to 18s. And then the wheel choice, we're using the Specialized Rotiform JDRs. Now for the engine components, we have race everything. So we have the race intake, race fuel system, we have the race ignition, race valves, race camshaft, we have the race exhaust, we have a race engine block, race pistons, we have the race twin turbos with anti-lag, we have a race flywheel, race oil and coolant, and I believe I actually have the sport intercooler, giving this car 848 horsepower, 550 foot-pounds of torque, and the car weighs 2,830 pounds with a 51% weight distribution. So it's fairly light and it has a really good weight distribution. So for the tire pressure, we have 25 PSI in the front with 22.5 in the rear. For the gear ratio, we have a 4.0 final drive, a 246 first gear, a 180 second, a 147 third, and then a 125 fourth. For the alignment, we're running -5 degrees camber in the front with -0.3 degrees camber in the rear. For our toe, we have no toe in the front, and then on the rear, we're running -0.1 degrees toe in. And then for our front caster angle, we are running 6 degrees. For the roll bars, we're running 27 in the front with 19.5 in the rear. On our springs, we are running a 672 spring in the front and then the 336 spring in the rear. And then for our rod height, we have it slammed at 5.9 because it's already 5.9 is pretty high, I think. For the dampening, we have 9.8 in the front with 9.1 in the rear. And then for our bump stiffness, we have 6.8 and 6.4 in the rear. For our aero, we took it all the way down in the front as low as we can go at 145 pounds. For our brake balance, we have 75% brake balance with a 60% brake pressure. And then lastly, for our differential, we have 100% acceleration with 100% deceleration, giving this car a lock diff. That was the build. This is the tune. Let's take it out and hit the drift zone. All right, so we done made it to the top of the mountain. Let's not waste no time. Let's get some heat into these tires and let's send it downhill. Now for this E36, I'm gonna be honest with you, I really kind of wish I had more motor options. Like, I'm not gonna complain about the motor options that I have, but I mean, there's definitely a few more in there that I would have rather used or seen than what they have here. But you know, I can make it work. I would have done a 2JZ, but we always, like you guys know on this channel, I always do 2JZ everything. So I wanted to mix it up just a little bit for you guys. Try something different now. Even though this motor sounds kind of god awful, it doesn't feel bad. Like it gets a little flat on the power and the torque after a while. But I mean, if you're just looking for something with a little bit of horsepower, something easy to drive, this is perfectly fine. Like it's a 4-liter V8, and it's not absolutely terrible, but because it lacks torque, it makes it a little bit more controllable. You know, some of the V8s have a lot of torque, so you're getting a lot of wheel speed. And with this car, I mean, you get decent wheel speed, but it's not like overbearing at all. So I mean, with this motor, it's not overbearing. Like, I mean, and it's controlled, it's fun, it's enjoyable, relaxing. So I enjoy this. Like, I was just driving this around the whole Mexico map, and I was just chilling. Like I was absolutely just chilling, because I mean, I didn't feel the need to, like, a lot of pressure being applied driving it with this style V8. I wish I knew what car it came out of, but it's chill. Like, anybody could drive this car, honestly. Like, yeah, it has a lot of 800. It's about 850 horsepower, but it's let me get my words together here. It's like it's not like overkill. It's 800 horsepower that feels like it honestly feels like a 600 horsepower V6, honestly, because the lack of torque out of this V8. So I mean, it's not going to kill you. I have it on a decent sized tire, 265, and it works. Like, it really works. I just didn't want to, like I said, I just didn't really want to use the same thing this time. I wanted to try something different, and hopefully you guys like the way it drives. Hopefully you guys can deal with the way the car sounds, because it definitely sounds a little weird. Definitely sounds weird to me. Now, I didn't really get a lot of runs in, you know, in between work and whatnot. I think I got about 4 or 5 runs in. Only one run. I didn't get I didn't break 1 million because it was raining, and I crashed. Like, I hit a tree. I don't know how or why I was so far off the track, but I hit a tree. I could have been delusional or seeing things, but I definitely hit a tree. But I mean, other than that run, I've made at least 1 million. But I really think you guys would enjoy it. The car is set up very nicely. It's not set up aggressive. It's very set up calm. It's set up very balanced. Has really, really good transitional speed. Has really good everything. You guys will enjoy it. But there's 1,059,000. It's not bad. Not bad at all. I'm glad I built this car, honestly, because I definitely like the way I've always liked the way the E36 and I've always liked the way the E46 drive. I mean, they drive very similarly. They just, you know, it's just certain things about them that stick out, that make them very, very, very good cars. I mean, you see them used a lot in certain competitions and stuff like that. Like, I really, really do enjoy it though. But guys, that is gonna be it for me. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment down below if you have any other suggestions or any comments that you want to make to the video. Subscribe to the channel as we are growing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.